everybody. It's me, Timmy Flyers Guy, and welcome to the Orange and Black Recap. I'm your host, Timmy Flyers Guy. And I got a lot to say. Last night was a pretty damn good night. And here's why. Before I tell you that, let's get into the recap of last night's Philadelphia Flyers St. Louis Blues game. Last night the Flyers faced off against the St. Louis Blues. In their last meeting, the Flyers got a 6-5 victory over the St. Louis Blues back last Friday when they faced off. In the first period, the St. Louis Blues got the first 2 goals. In the second period, the Philadelphia Flyers finally got on the board, and it was Rodrigo Alves cutting the lead in half at 2-1. Going into the second, midway through the second, Tyson Foerster tied the score up for the Philadelphia Flyers at 2-2. After that, the game went into overtime. St. Louis Blues had some great chances, but they were stopped by Dan Lazar. After that, the saves by Dan Lazar invigorated the team as the Philadelphia Flyers came from behind, beating the St. Louis Blues 3-2. In overtime, it was Travis Sanheim with a beautiful assist from Travis Sanheim as the Flyers took a 3-2 victory on Hockey Twice Cancer Night. A great way to end a special night for the Philadelphia Flyers. Honoring people battling cancer and people that we lost along the way to cancer as well. Paying homage to guys like Barry Ashby, Oscar Lindblom, and my good friend Greg Wade, and also Philadelphia Flyers intermission radio analyst and podcaster Jason Martinez, who survived his battle with cancer as well. It was a great victory, a victory that symbolized hope, a victory that symbolized strength. Sometimes cancer gets the best of people. But it's all about the comeback. It's all about the comeback. And last night the Flyers showed that last night. I sure wish they would get off to a good start and get the first goal. But this was a good win last night. This was a win that I feel like really brought the team together last night. They were down early, and they rallied from behind as a team to get the victory in overtime. So it was a good way to go out, good way to get a win here on Hockey Twice Cancer Night. Not just to pay homage to Jason Martinez, my good friend Greg Wade, Oscar Lindblom, and the late great Barry Ashby. I feel like, in a way, I'm glad we got this win. And I'm glad that they won the game. I'm glad that they won that game from my dad who, he had cancer, he got through it. But then I came back a couple years later and He passed away in 2016. So I'm glad we got the win. I'd like to dedicate this win to the memory of my father, the memory of my Aunt Michelle, who also passed away from a form of cancer. And also want to dedicate this to my good friend, Greg Wade, who got through cancer. I gotta tell you, Greg Wade, one of the strongest people that I know, and I'd like to dedicate this to him as well. And also to Jason Mercedes, and also dedicated to Oscar Lindblom, and also the late great Barry Ashby as well. I really think hockey fights cancer really brought not just the community together, but it brought the world together. And last night, it was truly a beautiful moment last night. Not just the win, but the way the fans really came out for last night's game. I gotta say, I'm really proud of this fan base. They all came together last night for a good cause. Hockey Fights Cancer has been such a great cause for this Flyers organization. The way they put it all together, the hard work that they put into this Hockey Fights Cancer campaign, not just for the Philadelphia Flyers, even though I've had my outs and had my problems with the NHL and the league. I gotta say, this is a good thing. Not just for the Flyers organization, but also for the NHL and every hockey organization. Honoring hockey fights cancer. Really happy about the win. Great win by the Flyers. Great effort last night. Even though they were down early, they had some good chances. And that led to the comeback last night. So this Flyers team, it looked like they were not going to give up last night. They were not going to go home without a victory last night. And that's exactly what they did to it. They went out there, they got the victory, and they took care of business last night. A great win by the Flyers, completing the season series sweep of the St. Louis Blues. The Blues thought they had us last night. They thought they had us on the ropes last night. But this Flyers team has proved time and time again that they're a good come from behind hockey team. And last night's game was no exception to the way this team played last night. To come from behind like that, get the victory in overtime. And overtime has not been kind to the Flyers as of late. Losing to the Ottawa Senators in overtime, and then losing to the Edmonton Oilers in overtime to the Flyers. They caught a break last night. Got the victory 3-2. Victory last night. Great game last night, Rodrigo Ramos, very underrated player, played a great game last night. Tyson Forrester, I'm glad to see him getting a goal again after coming back from injury. The week before, I was happy to see Travis Sanheim really putting on the Jets last night. Just really high speeds last night for Travis Sanheim. Great assist by Konechny. Great win last night. Hopefully the Flyers can have a much better start on Saturday's able face-off against the New Jersey Devils for the first time this season. The women players, Jack Hughes is out with an injury, but even though Jack Hughes has been out with an injury, this Devils team is still going to be quite a challenge for the Flyers. And the best way to beat this game, like the New Jersey Devils, is to have a good start. Just go out there and have a good start. Go out there like dogs on a steak. This team needs to go out there. And the next game, like dogs, hungry dogs, on the T-bones, on the hungry dogs, on the filet mignon, as they will face off against the New Jersey Devils tomorrow at 7 p.m. Hopefully the Flyers can take what they got from last night's game. Take the positive. Give the momentum. Hopefully the Flyers can utilize the momentum they had from last night's win against the St. Louis Blues. I'm hoping the Flyers go out to win Saturday and just take it to the New Jersey Devils. Just take it to them. Right away, the Flyers can do that. They have a good chance of getting a victory as they will face off against the New Jersey Devils on Saturday. I'll have pregame coverage on the orange, black, and purple pregame report. We'll also have coverage of Phantoms game and the Lehigh Valley Phantoms Providence Bruins game, and also the Reading Royals hockey game as well. Guys, thank you for joining me here on the orange and black recap. I hope that you guys are I hope everyone is having a great day, and let's continue to cheer on our Flyers and support our hockey team. Hopefully on Saturday they can get a big win against a very good New Jersey Devils team. Even without Jack Hughes, this team is going to be quite a challenge for the Philadelphia Flyers. Now, I'm not sure if it was Jack Hughes that got injured, but it's one of the Hughes brothers that was injured, so even without one of the Hughes brothers, this hockey team, the Devils, is going to be quite a challenge for the Flyers. But we've seen Flyers have beaten good teams. Before they beat Montreal like a couple of weeks ago. So it's a lot of good things for this team. Hopefully they can pick up a huge victory against the New Jersey Devils on Saturday, guys. I will see you in the next Orange and Black recap, as I'll be recapping the Philadelphia Flyers New Jersey Devils game. That recap will be on Sunday, so make sure you look out for it. Guys, I'll see you guys next time. I'll see you all next time. Let's go Flyers.